Have you ever heard someone make the statement, "This is not a popularity contest"? Translation, I don't care what they think. Now, in their defense, I know that some decisions are not going to be popular. And popularity really shouldn't be what we're basing decision making on in business. Again, there are a lot of variables, and it really should come down to data and to doing what's right. But that would include doing what's right for your employees, your customers, and your suppliers. And that happens to be usually pretty popular. Hi, Brian McCourty here, Black Belt Lean Thinking. And I was thinking about that comment again. This is not a popularity contest. And I've heard a few people make that statement throughout the years of my business life. And I've never heard a good leader make that statement. So as I've said before, I would use that as a bit of a caution sign. It really is stating, I don't care what people think, I'm going to do it my way. The problem is that type of statement is really incongruent with good leadership. Leadership is about influence. How many influential leaders do you know that are not popular? Also, good decision making is popular. Again, popularity should be considered. It is not the goal or the purpose, but it is a byproduct of good decision making. Again, you don't know too many good leaders that aren't popular. Would you follow a leader that you didn't trust, wasn't loyal? We have to remember that in business, everything comes down to a symbiotic relationship that is between your employees, your customers, and your suppliers. Good decision making should benefit all three. We're always looking for that win-win-win. Even if we're doing a business decision that we know one of them isn't going to like, and I've seen this before. I was part of an organization once where we had to roll out pay cuts to everyone. Extremely unpopular. But we explained to them the business case and why we had to do it and what could possibly happen if we didn't do it. Again, it was unpopular, but they knew why we were making the decision, why we were doing what we did, and we really didn't lose any employees because of it. Again, the decision itself, unpopular, but the team, the atmosphere of leadership, the trust and the loyalty were high, and that overrode it. We tend to be self-serving at times, and really it's looking out for others that keeps us from being that way. Without a purpose bigger than ourselves, we'll end up serving only ourselves. The statement, "It's not a popularity contest," is incongruent with good leadership. What it is congruent with is selfishness and self-serving behaviors. Again, I realize that in their defense, business decisions shouldn't be based on popularity. But popularity is a byproduct of good business. The same thing goes with profit. I'll every now and then hear someone say that profit is number one. It's all about making money. But we all, on some level, know how wrong that is. You would be greatly offended if you heard your doctor say, "All I care about is profit. The reason I got into medicine is to make money." It just doesn't bode well with us morally or ethically. Even a restaurant. Would you go to a restaurant that advertised profit margin? The main thing we are all about is making money. Nah. Good business is about taking care of your customers, customer satisfaction. We're okay with them making money because we want to keep them as a supplier. If I have a restaurant I frequent a lot, I get good food, good service, I want them to make a profit because I want them to stay open. But if it gets to the point where somehow they've grown so big that they're now all about profit, and I've seen this happen many times, what has happened is a 180-degree turn in terms of what's important. Now it's no longer about customer satisfaction. It's about the customers giving us money. So again, it's kind of kicked into the inverse equation for morals and ethics, where customers were number one, now business is number one. The customers is just the ends to the mean, which is our big bonuses. Not good. Okay, so let's go back to that comment again. This is not a popularity contest. I understand it's not a popularity contest, but beware of people that make that statement. They're not most likely a real leader. A real leader is going to consider the feelings of others. Business, life in general, is people-centric. You want a happy life? It comes out of meaningful work and meaningful relationships. That ups the quality. Once we quit caring about the thoughts and needs of others, then we got a problem. The litmus test for good business decisions are that they meet the needs of your customers, your suppliers, and your employees. And you know what? That's extremely popular. Who do you serve? Yourself or customers, suppliers, and your employees?